This is not a horrible hamstring, but if you look at his face here as he walks to the bench.
Now, they said it did not look that bad. Then the MRI hit. Grade 2 tear. Season done. Luka Dončić went down on live TV, and the jokes started right away. Players, fans, media, even the league piled on. But the real story was much bigger. This all blew up on April 2nd, 2026. The Lakers were in Oklahoma City for a huge West game. This game mattered. LA was 50-27, sitting third in the West with a shot at home court. And Luka was on fire. He led the NBA with 33.5 points a game. He was third in assists and second among guards and rebounds. His march was unreal. More than 600 points, 13 straight games with 30 or more. 7 games with 40 or more. 51 against Chicago, 60 against Miami. He was rolling. Then everything crashed. The Thunder smashed the Lakers 139-96. LA was down 82-51 at halftime. And before the game got out of hand, Luka had already grabbed his left hamstring on camera. He got treatment at the break. The staff checked him and sent him back out. Then, with 7:39 left in the third, it all went bad. Luka drove at Jalen Williams, planted that left leg, lost the ball, and grabbed the back of his left thigh. He bent over. He hit the floor. He covered his face. When he got up, he was limping hard. The second he reached the baseline, you knew it was over.
This is not a horrible hamstring, but if you look at his face here as he walks to the bench.
The announcer tried to calm it down, but Luka's face told the real story. This was way worse than they wanted to say.
This looks like he is extremely frustrated and disappointed.
Frustrated and disappointed? That barely covers it. Luka was hurt, and he knew this could wreck everything he built this season. He ended the night with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and 6 turnovers in 26 minutes. He shot just 3 for 10 and 1 for 7 from deep. After the game, he said nothing. He pulled a compression sleeve over his left thigh and headed to the bus. The locker room got quiet fast. LeBron had just watched the whole thing happen.
He really is. He's a great playmaker in the short roll. Let's hope this is nothing.
They said, let's hope it's nothing. But nobody in that building believed that. This was the same left hamstring that had already cost Luka 4 games before All-Star break. He had a grade 1 strain in February. He came back. He played through soreness in late March. He kept pushing and kept stacking up a monster season. Then, in the third quarter of a blowout loss, it all fell apart. The next day, April 3rd, he got an MRI in Dallas. That ended all doubt. Grade 2 left hamstring strain, a partial tear, high on the hamstring too, near the glute. That spot is tough. It does not heal fast. This was not a small tweak. This was real damage to a muscle he had already hurt once this year. Then the Lakers made it official. Luka Dončić was out for the rest of the regular season. His playoff return was up in the air. ESPN reported he was out for now, and no one knew when he would be back. Injury expert Jeff Stotts said this kind of injury takes about 35 days. The playoffs start April 18th. Do the math. A 35-day wait from April 2 puts him near May 7th. That is not round 1. That is not even the start of round 2. That is the best case. And by then, the Lakers would already have to survive without him. While all that was sinking in, J.J. Redick faced the media.
We'll do an MRI tomorrow, left hamstring. We'll know more tomorrow.
Just 8 words. Cool. Controlled. But what came after that made everything worse.
It was discussed at halftime. Thought we'd give those guys about 6 minutes, and then we were going to, if we didn't cut into the lead, we were going to pull them. And obviously it was around that time that, I don't remember the exact time, but that happened.
6 minutes. That was the plan. The Lakers were down 31. Luka had already grabbed that hamstring, and they still sent him back out. They were going to give him 6 more minutes and pull him if the gap stayed big. He got hurt in that exact window, and people exploded. Critics crushed the move. Radio shows went after Redick. Social media blamed the staff. And the question was simple. How do you put your star back in that game, with that leg, in that spot? Redick got hit with sharp questions, and his answer did not calm anyone down. This mattered even more because the Lakers were shaky without Luka. They went 7-13 in the 13 games he missed earlier. Their offense dropped hard without him. Their net rating fell below 0. That's the gap between a top team and a plain one. And now, at the biggest time of the year, that plain version was the one they had left. But the pain was not the only thing blowing up. While Luka was being helped off and the Lakers were getting crushed, the hot takes were already flying, and a lot of them were cold, harsh, and flat out unfair.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain now. Because they have been healthy. That hamstring.
He was clearly hurting. You could see it. Everybody could see it. Still, some people did not buy it. Stephen A. Smith even questioned if Luka was really that hurt because he had still been scoring after grabbing the hamstring earlier. Think about that. The next morning, an MRI showed a partial tear, but while Luka was still limping off, people were already doubting him. That was the mood around him. Not support, not trust, doubt. Then it got uglier. A courtside fan yelled at Luka after he went down. The line was basically, "Now you know what it feels like to play defense." A guy said that to an injured player on the floor. Austin Reeves snapped. He went right at the fan and told him to shut up and show some respect because Luka was hurt. LeBron was right there. They pulled Reeves back before it got worse. The clip went everywhere fast, and that moment said a lot. Luka had become the kind of star people felt free to laugh at when things went bad. Years of talk about his defense, his body, his weight, and the Dallas trade built that mood around him. The weight talk never stopped. Back in Dallas, reports said he got up into the high 260s. Those same talks tied his shape to trade drama. Then in 2025, he changed everything. Diet, fasting, cardio, no gluten. He showed up near 230 and looked much leaner. But later, people said he looked heavier again, and that reopened all the same shots at him. Then came more noise. Chris Mannix and Rachel Nichols said his defense was the Lakers' big problem. Emmanuel Acho went even harder. He said Luka and LeBron were not respecting J.J. Redick and that it was hurting the locker room. Then there was that viral sideline moment in March. Luka got pulled in a Warriors game, looked mad, and yanked his arm away during a talk with Redick. Jared Vanderbilt stepped in. Clips spread everywhere. People screamed Lakers crisis. Later reports said it was just one heated moment, nothing deeper. But the story had already taken off. And it made Luka look like more than an injured star. It made him look like a problem. Then came the tech foul mess. Luka hit 16 technical fouls and got an automatic one-game suspension. But before that, the NBA had already wiped away an earlier tech after a Lakers appeal, helping keep him alive for the 65-game awards line. That set people off too. Skip Bayless called it ridiculous. Others said the NBA cared more about ratings than fair rules, and that pushed even more fans against Luka. So when he got hurt in Oklahoma City, not everyone reacted with shock or sympathy. Some people treated it like a joke. Even though the numbers were clear, the Lakers' offense was elite with him and dropped hard without him. That did not matter to the people waiting to clown him. And then came the bigger mess. Not the fan, not TV, the league itself. Luka had played 64 games when he got hurt. The NBA rule says you need 65 games for major awards like MVP and All-NBA. He was one game short. One. The league's top scorer was about to miss awards because of one game. The rules started to fight load management. That made sense at first, but this season showed the problem. Real injuries crushed star players all over the league. By April 4th, 2026, 12 big-name stars were out or almost out of the awards race because they couldn't hit 65 games. Not bench guys, stars. Anthony Edwards missed too many games with knee trouble. Cade Cunningham got wiped out after a collapsed lung. Stephen Curry missed around 23 games with knee pain and a bone bruise. Giannis missed big chunks with calf, ankle, and knee issues. LeBron missed a lot of time too, ending his long All-NBA streak. That was the group Luka had joined, and Adam Silver still backed the rule. He said he thought it was working. He admitted some cases felt unfair, but he wouldn't budge. That sparked backlash right away. Jaylen Brown said people changed the story. At first, they liked the 65-game rule. Now they wanted it gone. He said he would have picked 62, not 65, but he still believed players shouldn't win top awards in just 45 or 50 games. Even then, he gave Luka credit and said Luka had been going crazy. Others pushed back harder. Tim Bontemps said the NBA needed exceptions. The Athletic and the New York Times called the whole awards race a mess. The Players Union wanted the rule changed or dumped. Still, none of that fixed Luka's problem, not yet. His agent, Bill Duffy, said they would file an extraordinary circumstances challenge. The case was simple. Luka had a historic year, led the league in scoring, had the Lakers in third, and was right in the MVP fight. He should still be considered. Duffy pointed to the missed games. 4 came from the earlier hamstring strain. 2 came when Luka flew to Slovenia for the birth of his second daughter. He made that trip. His daughter was born. He came back and played 2 days later, and by early April, he hadn't seen either daughter since that trip, more than 4 months. In late February, Luka flushed in Slovenian court to get immediate contact with both girls. His legal team, including Laura Wasser, wanted the California case tossed and the fight handled in Slovenia. Goltis wiped Luka from his Instagram. She liked comments about stress, postpartum hormones, and no support. The media jumped on it. The tabloids ran wild. Now the custody fight was all over the news too. So think about this. Those huge games in March, the 13 straight 30-point games, the 51 on Chicago, the 60 in Miami, the 600-point month, all happened while he was dealing with heartbreak, court filings, distance from his kids, and non-stop noise. And people still made weight jokes. Even the trade story never cooled down. The Lakers-Mavericks swap for Anthony Davis was still one of the loudest NBA debates around. Dallas fans hated it. Players were stunned. Luka said the move hit him hard because he thought he would stay in Dallas forever. By March and April 2026,
Dallas was falling apart in the standings. Mark Cuban went on a podcast and hinted Jason Kidd helped push the trade. Kidd shot back and asked when people would finally move on. Luka, meanwhile, said the Lakers were a legendary team and a better place for him. Dallas was still burning over that deal, and Luka kept making it look worse for them by thriving in LA. The Lakers were 50-27 with 5 games left, but all of those games would be without him. Reddick said they would lean on depth and not force anything. Austin Reeves had to handle more. Anthony Davis had to score more. The offense was going to slow down and get easier to stop. Tim Bontemps called it the biggest test of the Lakers' depth since the 2020 title run. Jake Fisher said it straight. Without Luka's pull on the defense, the Lakers were good, but not great. Maybe good enough for round 1, maybe not after that. The models were rough too. ESPN, 538, and NBA.com all gave the Luka-less Lakers low odds to reach the conference finals and tiny odds to win it all. History said teams missing their top scorer and main creator for a full first-round series win only 28% of the time. That is a steep hill. The team hoped to get Luka back to on-court work between April 25 and April 30 if the swelling dropped and the strength tests went well. That means maybe Game 2 or 3 of Round 2 at the earliest, and that only matters if the Lakers can survive Round 1 without him.
And we'll try to update it with you with Cash when we come back on Prime.
They came back with the update, and it was just as bad as it looked. Look at what Luka was carrying. A grade 2 tear in a hamstring he had already hurt, about 35 days to heal. A custody fight in 2 countries, 2 daughters he had not seen in 4 months, a trade that ripped him away from the only team he really knew, a 65-game rule that could erase the credit for one of the best seasons in the league, a coaching choice fans were furious about, the old weight talk still hanging over him, and a big chunk of the public laughing at his worst moment instead of backing him. If he missed All-NBA, he would join only 2 players ever to lead the league in scoring and still not make the team. That is how big this was. That is what one game can do. And as of April 4th, 2026, his challenge was still not decided. He walked to the locker room, he pulled the sleeve over his leg, he got on the bus, he said nothing, and the clowning kept going.